Hey, fellow developers! Welcome to this exciting video where I will be sharing with you the top 10 must-have Visual Studio Code (VSCode) extensions for web development. As you know, VSCode is one of the most popular code editors among web developers, and with these extensions, you can take your coding experience to the next level. Visual Studio Code is one of the most widely used source code editors out there, with over 136,000 stars on GitHub. Its popularity comes about due to its lightness, flexibility, open-source nature, simplicity, and extensibility. Speaking of extensibility, VSCode has thousands of extensions you can install to ramp up your developer productivity and save yourself from mundane tasks. They are all available in the Visual Studio Code marketplace, and the vast majority of them are completely free. This video looks at 10 powerful Visual Studio Code extensions that significantly improve the web development experience. Example usage and installation links are provided for every one of them. So, let's get started. 1. Prettier. Prettier is a useful tool that automatically formats your code using opinionated and customizable rules. It ensures that all your code has a consistent format and can help enforce a specific styling convention in a collaborative project involving multiple developers. The Prettier extension for Visual Studio Code brings about a seamless integration between the code editor and Prettier, allowing you to easily format code using a keyboard shortcut or immediately after saving the file. 2. JavaScript Booster. This extension upgrades Visual Studio Code with code actions to perform common refactoring tasks that occur when programming with JavaScript. There are dozens of code actions that it can carry out, including replacing an if-else statement with a ternary operator. 3. ESLint. ESLint is a tool that finds and fixes problems in your JavaScript code. It deals with both code quality and coding style issues, helping to identify programming patterns that are likely to produce tricky bugs. The ESLint extension for Visual Studio Code enables integration between ESLint and the code editor. This integration allows ESLint to notify you of problems right in the editor. 4. GitLens. GitLens is another powerful extension that helps you take full advantage of Git source control in Visual Studio Code. GitLens displays views containing essential repository data and information on the current file, such as file history, commits, branches, and remotes. 5. Live Server. The Live Server extension for VS Code starts a local server that serves pages using the contents of files in the workspace. The server will automatically reload when an associated file is changed. In the demo below, a new server is launched quickly to display the contents of the index.html file. Modifying index.html and saving the file reloads the server instantly. 6. CSS Peek. The CSS Peek extension lets you quickly view the CSS style definitions for various class names and IDs assigned in HTML. There are 3 ways to use CSS Peek. You can hold down the Control key and hover over a class name or ID to peek at its definition. You can use a keyboard shortcut to open a persistent definition window that displays the CSS definition of a class name or ID. You can use a keyboard shortcut to navigate to where the definition is located in its CSS file. 7. Intellisense for CSS class names in HTML. This extension can work hand in hand with CSS Peek. It provides code completion for the HTML class attribute from existing CSS definitions found in the current Visual Studio Code workspace. 8. JavaScript ES6 Code Snippets. As the name suggests, this is an extension that comes fully loaded with heaps of time-saving code snippets for JavaScript in ES6 syntax. 9. Visual Studio Intellicode. Artificial intelligence continues to increase worker productivity in various jobs, and developers are not left out. Intellicode is a tool that produces smart code completion. Recommendations that make sense in the current code context. It does this using an AI model that has been trained on thousands of popular open source projects on GitHub. 10. VSCode Icons. Icon packs are available to customize the look of files of different types in Visual Studio Code. They enhance the look of the application and make it easier to identify and distinguish files of various sorts. So there you have it, folks. These are the top 10 must-have VSCode extensions for web development. Each of these extensions can help you save time and increase your productivity while coding. If you're a web developer, make sure to check them out and see which ones work best for you. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!